Morning, guys. So I heard the news today that Project Cars on Wii U is struggling to hit 30 frames a second in 720p, which once again tells me that this is not a next-gen console. I truly don't know what Nintendo is thinking when they come up with these great ideas, because at the end of the day, the whole controller with the screen, the whole motion control thing, it's a gimmick. There's no real viability off of it besides your first party games. And after a while, it just gets boring and cumbersome to use, and people stop using it. And that brings me to the point of today's video is with Codename NX, if that is truly their next gen console, it has to be that from the ground up, a next gen console. We need an actual controller. For me, the Wii U, the controller was too damn big. If you're going to do something, you have to think of it as a game console for starters, not as a gimmick train. I know Nintendo likes to think outside of the box with these ideas, but at the same time, you can have your own ideas, but you also have to go forward with where the current generation is going at the same time. So for me, Codename NX has to have several things. First of all, it needs to have, this isn't the first thing, but it needs to have an improved, a much better processor, a much better GPU, something similar to what we have, maybe PS4 as opposed to Xbone. Next, it needs to have a social infrastructure, as in like it's like Xbox Live or PSN where there's like the party system. There's a friends list. There's none of this whole entering in your Wii number or all this crap. Another thing that goes along with that is we need voice chat across all games, Nintendo. After seeing how cool Splatoon looked, and then hearing it had no voice chat, I was just thinking to myself, what on earth are you thinking? Next, I'm definitely sure they're going to need a Blu-ray drive. They're going to need a higher capacity hard drive, as well as a normal controller. It can be different from all the other ones, but make it a normal controller where I don't have to use a screen or touch this or that to get it to use it. Give me something that's tactile. Because the Wii U's current controller, I like that you can broadcast games to it, but my problem with it is the triggers and the bumper buttons, they feel very cumbersome reaching across to like shoot stuff in like the Mass Effects. Well, actually it's just Mass Effect 3 that's on Wii U, but you guys get what I'm saying. What Nintendo you guys need to do is take all the things I just said, include them in NX, but no, don't be afraid to throw your own flavor on top of them. And now you've proven to us that you can throw your own flavor on anything, though they were gimmicks. Try not to make them more as gimmicky, but make them have a useful purpose, whichever flavors you throw on all that stuff. And for once, be ahead of the game in terms of technology and power for once. No longer sitting at the low level econo level just to cater to everybody on the planet. You can do that, but don't be afraid to take drastic steps to to catch up to the big hitters of Sony and Microsoft out there. So let me know what you guys think of this in the comments, and tell me what you guys' thoughts on